What is up, guys? It's Dan, back with another Shot in the Dark reaction, back with some more Ghost, back with the Impera album. There's still some songs on this Impera album that I actually haven't heard yet. So ideally, what we want to do today is do just that. We want to listen to those songs that we haven't heard. Today, we're starting with a song called Griftwood. Now, this song has actually been requested a few times as well, so we're actually hitting two birds with one stone, which is what we love. If you haven't already, do me a huge favour. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you don't miss future videos, guys. Absolutely, really helps. As you can see, we actually did it, guys. We went over the 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. While I'm saying huge thanks as well, thanks to all of these wonderful names you see here in our Patreon. If you're interested in Patreon, I'll give you a few details just now. As you can see there, some of the benefits that we are offering at the moment. And if you are interested in any of that, the link to our Patreon is in the description. Thank you so much in advance if that's something that you're interested in. And also, thank you so much for all the support on the last live that we did. It was really amazing. I got to review the newest Ghost album called Skeletor. So if you want to check out my review on that, go and check that out. And I've done a loads of Ghost videos, 30 odd Ghost videos I think I've done now, which is mad really. But you know what, I've had such an incredible time, so thank you so much to every one of you for being involved in that. Get in the comments, let me know what you think of the video so far, and also let me know as well your thoughts on what's next. What should we react to next? Always important to hear from you guys. Okay, I try and reply to every single one of you at some point, so thank you so much for sticking around and making this just the best thing in the world. I love my community already. This little community growing over on Discord has been absolutely amazing, so please continue to do so because it warms my heart. Anyway, let's get into it. So Griftwood is a song that obviously has been around a little bit now. We've wanted to touch on it, but we haven't been able to. Today I'm really excited to do so. So we've got the words in front of me. I've got my notes to sort of go through and see what we can decipher from what we hear. And if you're new to my channel, I am a singer-songwriter from the UK, and I make sure, super make sure that my videos do justice to the hard work of whoever has written the song. And by doing that, we might have to stop and start a lot to digest and really break down and analyze these amazing songs. So yeah, if that's something that's not for you, that's fair enough, but that's what we do here, so hope you enjoy it. Right, so shall we get started, guys? Shall we get started? Here we go. I like those bass slides, are cool. Woo! Nice backing vocal.
Suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing.
Ooh.
Yet a conjuring so ordained and adored, so immaculate.
Woo!
So worth the death.
I tell you what, like, I've listened to the newest album, Skeletor, now at this point. When we obviously dived into Impera all those many moons ago, and have been doing ever since, I have consistently said over and over now that this, without doubt for me, is their best work. It's my favourite album of theirs listening so far. Obviously, I've not heard too much of the other ones, so, you know, I'll hold it up until that point, but at the moment, I love this record. I love this version of Ghost. I love this version of Ghost a lot, man. I like the ideas of. It kind of reminds me of Spillways a little bit, the way he's singing. He's got that sort of gruffness, kind of like hair metal sort of feel. classic rock vibes. Really, really cool. Loving it so far. So, suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing. It is a conjuring. So ordained and adored. So immaculate. Ooh, so worth the debt. So, suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing. Like, you know, religion is not an easy thing. And having, and constantly saying that, you know, religion's the best thing in the world and everything. Sometimes, you know, it's not easy to have faith all the time, and I think that's what he's trying to say. Like, the faith in general is extremely hard to have, and maybe he's kind of saying that, like, you know, suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing. Like, it's a it be a conjuring, you know. So like it's the opposite of what you'd sort of you label as a holy sort of activity, you know. So kind of touching on the fact that, you know, we're thinking of religion in a different way, which we've done loads of times, and it's always really fun when they do this. So yeah, that's really cool. I really like that so far. The instruments are really cool so far. I'm gonna listen to it again just to get my head around what happened. I love the bass slides in between the dun dun ga dun 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 ga da. Really nice. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, kind of reminds me of Kaiserion, the way that the backing vocals are taking such a highlighted spot at the moment. Ooh. I love the stops and starts and everything. It's really, really interesting.
Suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing. Be it a conjuring soul.
Yeah, I love the playfulness of the stopping and starting. You know, it's groovy. There's a groove to it. What do we mean by groove? We say groove a lot, don't we, us musicians? Like, what does it mean? It doesn't mean it's groovy, baby. You know what I mean? We're not thinking of Austin Powers or the 70s at this point. Although there's times where ghost songs sound like they're from the 70s, but that's a different thing altogether. Yeah, what does groove mean? Groove means that, like, it's not a traditional beat. We're not just doing a 4 on the floor beat, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's stops and starts, and it makes your body move around. That's what we say when we're groove, when there's a groove to a song. And there's a huge one here. Suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing. Suffering for the Lord. Playing around with syllables again. Really, really good for songwriting. You know, thinking about two lines of lyric in one sentence that have very similar timing and phrasing. That's really, really clever.
Ordained and adored, so immaculate. So worth the debt.
Ooh, so cool. I really like this so far. Be it what timing are we in now? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get my head around the timing of this verse.
Suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing.
3, 4, 1,
Be
2,
it a
3.
conjuring soul.
So he's like coming in on the second beat for that. Suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Get a conjuring. That's quite a little gap there, but the drums are pushing us ahead still. So even though there's a giant gap, we're not longing for more words. Oops. That's a new feature, by the way, that I've got to get used to. Zooming in and out. But sometimes I do it by accident. But when I don't do it by accident, it's really fun. But there you go, the little demonstration of it there.
Ordained and adored, so immaculate.
2. Yeah, so at that point, he fills in that space just before we get to the 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 1, 2, so worth the debt. So it's filled the space in a little bit more there. It's really, really clever. Like really, really super thought out, clever songwriting. Anyway, we're going to the pre-chorus. Woo! I like this. Oh my god, that's so cool. I need to listen to that again. This pre-chorus is awesome. So much groove to it. I'm your rock baby. Down. Shifting his voice. Down. We've already had that. Ooh, ooh. We've already had that in the verse, you know? So we're revisiting little things that are making the song unique. Cool. I love that. Are you righteous? Are you righteous? There's still melody to that. That's weird, isn't it? It's like it's a whisper, but it's sang whispered, because it's not going, are you righteous? 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 Like there's a key there to that whisper. That's interesting. I've not seen him do that before. And then there's a call and response where he says yes after that. I love that. Yes. Yes. Two different characters. Are you righteous? Yes. More bass on the yes. It's just clever and so playful. Do you know what I mean? Like he's really meticulously gone through how to deliver these particular phrasings and words, and that's what sets Ghost apart from a lot of bands that you'll listen to, because they're so playful in where they're putting the efforts, and it's just awesome to hear, especially for the first time. Like, they're such a fun band to dissect. Oh, hang on a minute, we've gone into a chorus here. Oh, I tell you what, I don't know if you can tell by my demeanour, but I'm a little bit tired today and a little bit spent, I've got to be honest. But this song is waking me up, man. Like, this song is cool. That's what it is. It's capital C, cool. It's so... I don't know. There's just too much groove to this song. I love this chorus. This pre-chorus bangs as well, by the way. Ooh. Righteous. Yes. I love how they return back to those yeses in the chorus as well. Really cool. Oh my god, this song's awesome. Honestly, this album, like, it's gonna take some beating, I swear. Like, it just feels like this is their wheelhouse. This, like, 80s sound that they got from this album is just so incredibly cool. I just love it so much. So the pre-chorus is, I'm your rock baby, I won't back down. I'm your rock baby. Ask yourself, are you righteous? Which is like saying, like, you know, are you this person that you said you are? I'm your rock, so I am your stability. I'm not going anywhere. You know, I am here to stay. And I won't back down. I won't go anywhere. But ask yourself, are you righteous? So cool. And then it's, you want to play with the sire. You want to view from the spire. You want to sit by the pyre and never ever suffer again. You want to play with the sire. You know, you want to play around with the leaders, the people in charge. Do you want to view from the spire? You know, the highest point. You know, we always say, like, people are in their ivory towers, don't we? And they're looking down on us. You want to do all of these things? You want to be that leader in charge? Do you want to sit by the pyre? Do you want to see, you know, everything burn? This is what I'm saying. Like, I know that this album is very heavy on, you know, things being built and destroyed, and people in charge when those things are happening. And for me, this is like, you want to be able to do all those things. You want the hot seat. Do you think you'll be able to manage with that? Like, are you righteous? Are you ready for that? It's cool. It's taking a different twist. I wasn't sure what the song was about at first. I was taking a more sort of religious vibe, but I think I'm starting to get it now. This is more about someone being in charge. Are they ready to? Are you ready for that? Are you ready to be in charge and do all these things and be in this particular space? I haven't gone through the chords very often on this one. I'm sort of writing them down as I go, but this is one of those songs that's definitely dropped down. I think it's in a drop C sharp. It's not drop D, which is what I was originally writing it in. I think it's in drop C sharp. So I'm getting like D minor. It's probably in the key of D minor, but I'm actually going to, in my head, logistically make it make sense in a different key, in the key, so that it's in E standard, just so it fits with my head better. So in E standard, we'd be in A minor instead. So that would be, we're playing with A minor, C, G, A minor, C, and G, basically, and going through. And then I think there's like an E minor on the ends of different things where we say the oohs and the yeses. So yeah, that's where I'm at, really. But in terms of drop C sharp, I think we're in D minor. I love his voice in this particular record. Every now and then, I feel like he becomes a little bit more of a rock and roll hero. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about the character of you know, Emeteus 4. Like, I'm talking about him, you know, Cardi in general. I feel like his character sometimes comes across as this, like, rock and roll hero guy. And I only hear it every now and then, this particular phrasing. I've heard it in Spillways. I heard it in Spittlefields. There's a few other songs on this for sure. But this is one that reminds me more of Spillways in the way he's delivering. Because he's like giving it a lot more grit and attitude. It's cool. Ooh, I love that. Righteous. Yes. You wanna play with the sire. You wanna view from the spire. You wanna see by the pyre and never ever suffer again. Love it. Really clever. So we've got the chorus melody now. Like in Ghost songs, normally we get the chorus melody at the start of the song. I don't think we did. Let me listen. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So we're following what normal Ghost writing does. Ghost writing. That's interesting. That's a different thing altogether. So it's the introduction riff. Yeah. Beautiful gang vocal there. Love that.
Sacrifice for the horde leads the way from shame.
Ooh, that's different.
Losers came the disdain and the bored.
This reminds me of Bon Jovi. What is that song? You Give Love a Bad Name? Reminds me of that.
Sacrifice for the horde leads the way from shame.
Oh, the bass in this song is so
The losers came the disdain.
so sexy.
Bored lash of the Senate whip. Ooh, it's a power trip.
All right, cool. This is becoming one of my new favorites, guys. I know I say that all the time, but this is really, really, really cool. Sacrifice for the horde. For the horde. Lead the way from shame. Be it a loser's game. The disdain and abhorred. Lash of the Senate whip. Ooh, it's a power trip. The lyrics of this song are really, really awesome, man. Like awesome wordplay. You know? You got shame, game, disdain, all in one verse. So there's huge amounts of rhyme there. You've got trip and whip. So, and you've got adored and horde. Like, you've got literally the most beautiful rhymes all happening within one section there. That is awesome. That might be one of my favourite verses I think I've ever heard Ghost write. Like, lyrically and, like, rhyming-wise.
Horde leads the way from shame. Be it a loser's game, the disdain and a bored lash of the Senate whip.
Yeah.
Power trip. I'm your rock, baby.
Yeah.
Back down. I'm your rock, baby. Ask yourself, ooh,
Yeah.
righteous.
Alright.
You wanna play with the Messiah. You wanna view from the spot.
I'm getting into this now, man.
You wanna sit by the fire and never ever suffer again. You wanna console the grief.
Extra lyrics.
You wanna guide the believer. You are the greatest deceiver and never ever suffer again.
Ooh, hello. So we add extra words in the chorus. We've got, you want to control the deceit. You want to control the griever. You want to console the griever even. Like, do you want to, like, be there for people that are in need and upset? Do you want to guide the believer? Do you want to basically say that, you know, do you want to be there giving holy advice to people? And then obviously directing them to places of which they can worship. You and the greatest deceiver, and never ever suffer again. Like, you and this other person. Like, who is this other person? You and the greatest deceiver. So is it about a particular couple of people? Interesting. Who is this about? Because we went through 20s and that was very much about Donald Trump. Is this also about Donald Trump? Donald Trump and some other deceiver? Greatest deceiver? Elon Musk, maybe? Interesting. I like that chorus, though. That continuated chorus is really cool. Still love that. Yes. Yes. I really like this, guys. So catchy. So catchy. Well, we're changing here. What's going on?
You wash the sin from my feet.
just heard something there.
Like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky.
So I'm sorry for pausing, but I've actually found a trope that Tobias uses in near enough every record at some point, and it's the riff that he uses for Square Hammer, but in different keys and in different styles. In this bridge section, he uses that particular motif.
You worship the sin from my feet. Holy Mother, you shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky.
It's because he's following the chord structure that we're used to from Ghost, but this is in a different key. I said that the start of this song is definitely in a different. We're in a lower tuning, like a drop. I think it's drop C sharp, which is what's giving us this different version of the tropes that we know from them. And when I say tropes, I don't mean a bad thing. It's amazing to have things that, you know, identify from your band. That's awesome. Like, I wish more bands had things like that. Ooh.
You shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. Your arm is heavy on your shoulders. Holy Mother, you shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky.
I love this bridge. It's so different. Dun, dun, dun. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've slowed down to like half step tuning, half measures in the rhythm, and it's led us to this like dun dun dun.
You shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky.
Oh, okay, so we're in 3/4 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So we've actually changed time signature.
On your shoulders. Holy Mother, you shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky.
Woo! Reminds me so much of Bon Jovi. Oh, I missed you.
Your rock, baby, I won't back down. I'm your rock, baby. Ask yourself, are you righteous? Yes. You wanna play with the Messiah. You wanna hear from the spire.
This album's so good.
You wanna sit by the fire and never ever suffer again. Never ever suffer again. You wanna play with
Key
the
change.
Messiah.
Key change.
You wanna hear from the spire. You wanna sit by the fire and never ever suffer again. You wanna console the griever.
This is so good.
You wanna guide the believer. You and the greatest deceiver. And never ever suffer again.
Oh my god, that's such a good song. It really reminds me of there's a bit in it that reminds me so much of Bon Jovi, and like Bon Jovi is one of my favorite bands of all time. Like, you've probably seen me wear like 1,000 of their shirts. I actually collect Bon Jovi shirts, like actual Bon Jovi shirts, like ones from the 70s, 80s onwards. And yeah, Like, wow. It reminds me of that. It might be, honestly, like, when they're in this wheelhouse of, like, hair metal / classic rock, but done well, because it's so easy to just make it dad rock. It really is. Like, that's the thing. There's such an off balance sometimes where bands try and do this, and it just comes across like dads in a garage. Do you know what I mean? Dads in a garage, like, just after playing pool, they pick up guitars and then start playing and then press record on a cassette player or some shit. Like, it just comes across like that sometimes. Whereas Ghost, it comes across as Ghost. Do you know what I mean? It's the style is there that we know and we're familiar with, but they managed to make it their own, and it's just so magical, man.
You worship the sin from Holy Mother and never ever suffer again.
So we've got Holy Mother, you washeth the sin from my feet. Holy Mother, you shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. It just says that over and over until we then get to the world rests heavy on your shoulders. Holy Mother. That's interesting, isn't it? Like, I thought, I keep forgetting, like, where are we going with the song? I thought we were, like, in the terms of where we were talking about, you know, someone being in charge and whether they're able to do it, whether they're able to do all these different things that obviously you have to do in that hot seat. But then all of a sudden, Holy Mother, you washeth the sin from my feet, Holy Mother. Is he saying stuff like, you know, even though these people are in charge are particularly, you know, potentially evil or they're shit at their jobs, like, are these people, is this like putting us in the position of those people like we did in 20s, but these people are all of us, Holy Mother, you know, washeth the sin from my feet, you know, just, you know, I'm ready to take on these things, you know. Interesting. Really interesting. I'm probably way off with that, but yeah. I love the guitar solo. The guitar solo is absolutely awesome. I love guitar solos in Ghost in general, man. They always do such a great job with blending the two guitars together and the bass being over the top, and the drums are always at home and they never feel out of place and never overstep their boundaries and everything. It's just so good. So it changes key here. We go from what I've got down as a standard tuning, by the way. We end on an E minor and then we go to a G, which is what's giving us this like ethereal sort of happy sort of sound that we haven't had very often. We have had G, but not as a starter of a section. The bass and the drums are working together here. The bass and the drums are really, really doing all the work here. Dum, dum. You got the snare hitting at the same time as that bass, and it's giving us this real sense of moving, but in a sort of autonomous way. That's what this whole album is for me. Like, this whole album has this autonomous feel of movement. Whereas I don't feel the other ones have. I love that. Sky, sky, sky. Sounds like old traditional classic rock front singers. Sky. That's cool. It's a slight off-tuning version, but it's the square hammer riff that we love. You shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. I love that delivery. You shine like this, you shine like this, you shine like this. It's got like this, like I was saying, like sometimes I find that particularly with this album and Ametreus 4, I really resonate with the way that he sings. I don't get me wrong, I love their new stuff, I do. But I don't know what it is, but this particular way that he sings these songs and the style that the songs are in, it just has my heart, man. I don't know what it is. It just has my heart completely. Oh, I love the incline. You know, so good. It's this bit that reminds me of Bon Jovi. It's like a shot through the heart, and you're too late. Reminds me of that. Angel smile on your face. How did this not end up on the Right Here Right Now? Like, I just think that this song, like, it fits that concert setting really well. And I'm confused why this wasn't added. Like, in my opinion, I would have added this over 20s. Even though, oh my god, everyone's going to hate me for that. Everyone loves 20s, like, and I really do like the performance, don't get me wrong, in the Right Here, Right Now. I like the drama of going from, you know, If You Have Ghosts, you know, having like a really, really beautiful If You Have Ghosts moment with a cello and some beautiful singing. And then going from that to like the whole boxing thing, like, don't get me wrong, that is awesome, it really is. But I don't think 20s is anywhere near as good as this song, personally. I don't. I think it's more unique. Like, 20s is a more unique song, and it definitely has its place on the album. But this song is way better. This is like Spillways and Griftwood. What other songs are like that in this album? Like, Griftwood and Spillways and Spittlefields are all in that sort of, like, hard rocker, you know, vibe. I can't explain it. It's just cool. It's just awesome. Like, those three songs together are just incredibly good. I love how he takes the ooh ooh out here, because I actually fell into the trap where he was going to say ooh ooh there and not ooh ooh. Don't clip that. Fuck. This is why you should edit your videos, Dan. Yes.
You wanna hear from the spire. You wanna sit by the fire and never ever suffer again.
Oh, this chorus bangs.
You wanna play with the sire. You wanna hear from the spire. You wanna sit by the fire and never ever suffer again.
Oh my god, this might be one of my favourites on the album. I fucking love this song, guys. It's like, the more and more I've got through the song, the more I'm like, yeah, this is the vibe in which I love Ghosts the most. That rhymed. See, that is what we know from Ghost. So if you guys have got like an acoustic guitar at home, the best way to play this song, the best way to do it, because it's in drop C, it's in drop C sharp. So you'd have to lower your strings down to an amount where I'm genuinely not comfortable on acoustic, really. I just think it sounds muddy and kind of gross. But if you put a capo or a capo, if you're in America, put your capo on. I can't. No, I'm sorry, I can't. Put your capo on the 3rd fret. And you can just play with the chords that I've got here, which I do like a minor. I do it in key of A minor instead of D minor. And then I do A minor, C, and G. And it sounds really cool. You wanna play with the Sire? You wanna play with the Sire? You wanna view from the spire? Wanna sit by the fire and never ever suffer again. There's an E or an E minor there. And then it's the same for the verses. Sacrifice for the horde, lead the way the shame. You're in a loser's game. Yeah. So if you want to play that at home, it's fairly easy as long as you transpose it so that it's in the key of A minor. Yeah, I just thought I'd add that just in case, like, there's a budding person out there with an acoustic guitar and wants to play along to it. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And you can't do that for a lot of Ghost songs though, because they're in they either play in standard or they play in drop D, and those things are a lot easier to transpose. But with this one, you can transpose it to the capo 3 and play it as an A minor, and it's quite straightforward, really. To be fair, after that. I really like the song. The haters are going to hate it because it's going to be a long video. Because we're vibing again. I love it.
Sacrifice for the horde leads the way from shame.
For the Alliance.
Be it a loser's game, the disdain, and a board lash of the Senate whip. Ooh, it's a power trip. I'm your rock, baby. I won't back down.
Alright, this last chorus, we're rocking out. You ready? We're rocking out for this last one. Well, this one at least. Here we go, ready? I love it. I love it so much. Stars in the sky. Reminds me of Guns N' Roses.
You shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. Wrists heavy on your shoulders.
This album, man.
You shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky.
I love this song.
You wanna hear from the spire. You wanna sit by the fire. And never ever suffer again.
Key change.
You wanna play with the sun. You wanna hear from the spire. You wanna sit by the fire. And never ever suffer again. You wanna console the griever.
I love this album.
Guide the believer. You are the greatest deceiver. And never ever suffer again.
Oh. Oh my god. Where have you been all my life? This album, where has it been all my entire life, guys? Like, where has it been? Thank you, Ghost. Thank you, Tobias, because, oh my god, I literally have found one of my new favourite albums. I just adore it so much. Like, how many more songs have we got from this album? We've literally just got Hunter's Moon, right? We've literally got Hunter's Moon, and that's it. And then we can start to review the album. That's exciting. I can't wait to review this album. Holy shit. Wow. Guys, I'm not joking, man. Like, this album, like, how did this album do? Like, how did this album do in the charts? Because, like, at the timing of recording this video, like, their latest album, Skeletor, has actually, like, done insane. Like, it's on Billboard #1. And it's got some stiff competition with it as well, with Sleep Token releasing their album, because everyone loves those guys as well. Oh, please, can they do a joint show? If they did a joint show, I literally would die happy. That would be literally it for me. It would fit so well as well, like both calling it a ritual as well, like, and coming together. Oh my god, imagine a song with both of them. Oh my god, imagine a fucking song with both of them, man. I just wouldn't get able to cope. That would just be it, man. I'd be a puddle on the floor. I just love it, guys. I really do. I love this song so much already. I feel like this album, man, like, we're one track away, Hunter's Moon. The only song I don't like on this album is 20s. Like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, the only song I don't like is 20s, and I still get why it exists. And I know that everyone really likes 20s, and that's fair enough, but it's just a song that doesn't resonate with me. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean? I'm on the internet, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, every single song amazing, oh my god. Like, there's gonna be some that aren't as good as others, naturally. But in terms of an album, guys, that's probably the only song I skip. Dominion and 20s are probably the only two songs that I skip. And Dominion's obviously there for 20s. And I get why they exist. I've said this thousands of times, but I don't want you guys to think I don't like it. I just don't like it as much as the other songs. But, oh my god, in terms of Griftwood, guys, this is a banger. Like, I've talked about some of my favourite Ghost songs so far. Ritual, Witch Image, Spittlefields. Griftwood might be up there. Like, it actually might be. I just really like it. I resonate with it. I don't know what it is. I really loved it. But yeah, guys, if you like this video and you enjoyed what you heard and what you saw today, make sure you're doing me a big favour and liking and subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. It goes a big long way in terms of getting us further. Thank you so much to everybody that subscribed so far. Thank you for hitting that magical 1,000. That was always a huge goal for me, so thank you for that. Thank you for all of the wonderful people on our Patreon wall, and a big shout out to Stain for setting up our Discord. If you want to get into our Patreon and have access to our Discord and be part of this community, then you can by just going to our description and following the links there. All of that really, honestly, I'm still blown away by how many people are supporting me on this journey, man. It's just absolutely mental. So thank you so much if you have been. Love you all lots. And yeah, guys, really enjoyed that. I don't see this album being beaten for me. So we'll see how we get on. But Imperial at the moment, that's number 1, guys. Serious. All right. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one, yeah? Bye-bye.